quick update on the Commando. Since the last video, I've been working on getting the brakes and transmission, so part of the whole running and driving thing. For the brakes, I checked the brake fluid and it was full, but some of the rear reservoir looked really bad and the front reservoir looked clean, but I decided to bleed them anyway. So started by bleeding the back brakes, and you can see the color that came out of these things was absolutely awful. So that probably wasn't doing much anyway. There was quite a bit of error in there. For the front brakes, same thing. Even though the fluid in there looked relatively clean, it was awful what was coming out of the brake lines. So flush those out, and sure enough, I now have a functioning brake pedal. The brakes are still not great, but they do work. So once I had those bled out, like I said, the pedal came back. The brakes are still not great, but they do function. The next thing was, now that I figured the brakes would work, was to test out the transmission. Put it in reverse, and it rolled about 6 inches and then stopped. Acted like it was in neutral, so took a couple days, but I was able to get to the store and get some transmission fluid, and sure enough, that's all it was. Took about 2 quarts. When I first got it, I checked it and it was full, or at least in the range between add and full, but apparently whomever topped it off didn't run it through the gears. So as soon as I put it in gear, it sucked all that fluid into the transmission, and it was low. So that was it. Bled the brakes. That seemed to at least get those functioning. Transmission was just 2 quarts low on fluid. So now it will, at least it's been driven to the back of our driveway and to the front of the driveway a few times just to make sure that it continues to work. It doesn't seem to be slipping or anything, at least the limited testing I've done with it. I went ahead and changed the oil, and the engine sounds a lot happier now. Still need to do a full tune-up on it. Plugs, wires, cap rotor, all those kind of good things. I've been working on the wiring since I got the thing off and on, but I'll show you what I'm working on right now. So you can see the dash is more or less pulled apart right now. I did take this connector out and cleaned the contacts inside. I cleaned the pins on the board itself. And I also have cleaned the contacts for the bulbs. Right now I'm working on getting the headlights to work. I don't quite know what's wrong there. There is quite a bit of custom wiring in here, so I don't quite know what I'm going to do there. There's going to be a lot of tracing wires to see what's going on there. But all in all, it's going pretty well. I did have a small video coming out, hopefully after this one, showing kind of what I found with the instrument cluster and why the oil pressure light and the amp light were not illuminating. Stay tuned, and hopefully we'll have some more updates soon. Take care.